We believe in honest conversations here at Use Your Words Podcast, but we did want to put a disclaimer out here for you. Please be aware that the conversation in here is rated PG-13 for this episode. Please keep that in mind when listening to this episode around young children. Welcome to Use Your Words Podcast, where we believe in intelligently spoken conversations. You know, and I will admit, like I said, I can talk, or not, yeah, or not,
or not,
yeah, or not. That's pretty much how it goes. I got that, and I was like, oh boy, I need to cut that up and
edited.
Make it.
Right?
No, those are 3 chunks from last week.
Yeah, okay.
So
put together,
but like each chunk was not edited.
No, yeah, okay.
So
like Josh's. Yeah,
exactly.
And that one I actually thought was like
all
one
legit.
thing.
If you went on that long for that thing, that would have been wow.
That actually would have been impressive.
I would have applauded you.
And he impressed himself by doing that and thinking that. So we have Josh back with us again today.
Yeah,
No more surprise family reunions or anything like that?
Well, it's not even Sunday though today.
Yeah, I know, but
it's a Wednesday.
But last Wednesday he had a family get together.
Oh, he did.
So
I'm checking my calendar.
Oh, great.
Not
Is
that
there
you
something
use it.
going on right now that you need to go to?
No, we're clear next Sunday.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking
just
about
saying,
for
you know.
right now tonight.
Okay.
But the one after that.
I don't know what the one after that is.
That's
so.
We're
I'll be
not
coming
clear
back.
this Sunday. The next Sunday. Oh, maybe we're. No, maybe not. We'll see. I'll let you know.
So what's going on that other Sunday then?
No, we
Wait,
should be clear.
Secret plans.
The 28th you won't. And the 4th you won't.
What's the 20th? Oh,
The
no,
20th
28th, no.
The 20th, Jared's is a Saturday. That's Jared's birthday, final birthday.
Who's?
Graduation.
Okay, that's a Saturday.
Yeah,
That's
Sunday
not
we're
Sunday.
there.
Okay.
That you know of.
I asked, what are you doing on the Sunday that you're not clear?
Which is the 28th.
He should be okay for the 21st.
Yeah, not the
Okay.
28th, though. 28th is a reserved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which means I'm not free on the 28th.
What's going on the 28th?
That's a good question, Aaron. What's going on the 28th?
I don't know what is going on the 28th.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out now too.
You don't know what's going on the 28th?
I'm going to fire you.
What's going on the
Her
20th?
birthday? The 28th?
But yeah, but we're going to be in Oshkosh.
Oh. You're going to be in Oshkosh on
Yeah.
the 28th?
We'll
Not
be
at
coming
night.
back.
We could go to the casino.
Casino!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, we're
I wanna
coming
go.
back.
Oh,
From
because that's your
air show.
The air show.
That's the end of July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going?
He's
don't know.
going like he said he was going to go to Life Fest last year.
I still got room.
I'll show up, start going halfway on the bike. Yeah, it's raining.
Well, no. Because last year you're like, I'm going to Life Fest in 2019. I'm going to take off and everything. And then this year, I might show up.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah, that's how I'm saying you're going to go to the air show. Like,
I mean, if you want to go, you can go. I'll have room.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go for days. What if I got
No.
gigs?
Oh, no, it's just one day. But if you go, I
Oh,
suggest
it's
you going
just one
Saturday
day.
because then the night air show is one of the coolest things.
So you're going Saturday.
We're Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And
You
then we
t-
pack up and leave.
he wants to be there all the time because
But you can come.
Air-
That's what I'm saying.
airplanes are his spirit animal.
Yes,
Yes.
they are.
So you can
That's not an
come.
animal.
We drop your car off at the park and ride, and then you hang out with us.
You can figure out all those.
Alex and Allie are probably coming.
You can
up
figure
too.
out all those
Oh,
things
yay.
a little bit later.
No, he's
No,
going to
I
have to
wanna
cut
do
all
it.
that out.
No, I'm
Nah,
not.
do we?
Nah,
leave
he's-
that
he-
No,
does it.
because I have to leave that in because of something I learned today.
in? Wait, what
Mhm.
did you learn to?
His mother loves my rants.
No, I hope not.
So I spent some time with Mommy Dearest today, and I found out that she loves one of you two,
Me.
Yeah,
Yep.
Not me.
Oh boy.
and she wants to adopt you.
Wait.
Yeah,
What?
She wants to make you the executor of her will at some point and adopt you. And because she's like, aw.
Why? What about you?
Yeah.
Because he's got tattoos. Oh,
yeah.
You know you have a tattoo.
She doesn't
as
know
well.
he has a tattoo yet.
Hide
Oh,
that.
now she does. Yeah, I got a tattoo. So
No,
sorry.
he doesn't. No, he doesn't. You didn't hear that.
Aaron
Okay, so now we're
doesn't have a
lying?
tattoo.
I have 2 tattoos.
You just. Why'd you say that?
Because
So now you can no
she
longer.
hates me anyways. She wouldn't let me into her house. I mean,
Because she
but
wasn't wearing a
yeah,
bra.
I know. She's gonna be great to hear that over this.
Yep.
Next time you see her,
Gonna get a freaking smack.
So I was at work on Monday, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and it's a video call, and I see my
Yeah.
mom's on it, and
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay, so I pick it up. I'm like, hi, Mom, and apparently the video call it defaults to going over speakerphone, and she goes, "Did I call you?" "Yes, you called me. I didn't call you." "Oh, I was trying to call my gynecologist," and all my coworkers heard.
she's not gonna like hearing that either.
I was just like, "Oh, buddy."
That's
So-
awesome.
But yeah, so that was a fun time experience. And then finding out that she just loves Joshy boy over here.
Yeah, what the heck?
Why is this?
Because I guess she didn't think I had a tattoo.
Which you don't.
Yeah, he does. I told her today.
No, he doesn't. Don't listen to him.
There's probably other reasons why she loves you. What those reasons are, I don't know. But congratulations, you're not her son. You're her favorite son.
Awesome.
Well, that makes me feel great. I'm just going to go jump off a bridge now. So there was another voice we heard over there. It's Enforcer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Intimidator. But
Intimidator.
The intimidator.
She's like, the Intimidator.
She is intimidating.
Yes, because everyone you hear that goes, the Intimidator, just sounds like intimidating.
I'm scared right now, so.
So we asked her to come on to talk
Hi.
about something.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Okay.
So she's the one that accepted Josh's proposal and said yes, that she would marry
Yeah,
him.
that's the second half of Josh.
Aw.
Yeah, the better half.
Aw.
That's how it's always said, though.
Yep.
You know.
It
Yeah,
is, and
yeah.
you know how you always say that people marry up. Well, this is true.
This is
Aw.
So what you're saying is she is marrying down.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's usually what
thanks.
happens. No.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's usually how it goes.
She's marrying down to the typical white guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Typical. Not atypical, not be typical.
Be
Typical.
Typical. Yeah.
Typical.
Blonde hair.
So what is Aaron?
I
He's
don't
blue
know.
haired. Blue haired.
Blue hair.
He's blue eyed, blonde haired, Aryan descent.
Area. Yes.
Yes.
Aryan.
Jamin
Yes.
Etats.
Yes.
But
Anyways,
I quit.
you quit? Well, you can't quit before this.
Oh. I can't quit. Watch.
Here's Aaron's word of the week.
No. You said it's
This
an Aaron word, though.
this is the core definition of an Aryan word.
Oh.
When I saw this word, I was like, "Oh, this is Aaron,"
Oh, no.
Which
and
means
it applies in multiple ways that it is an Aaron word. The word is bibble, Bibble,
Bibble.
B-I-B.
BLE,
The B-I-B-B-L.
and it's not Bible. So
No, I can't. I used to pronounce it that way.
a lot of people did.
It was fun saying it that way. Got my Bible with me. Whoa,
They already looked it up.
of course.
Oh, were we not supposed to do that?
No,
You
can
can
Oh,
look it
okay.
up.
just don't tell me what it is.
You can't help Aaron.
the picture that pops up.
Oh, I didn't look at the picture, but
Bible.
yeah.
Although if it makes
is-
you
Oh,
makes you feel
I hope you don't know what this is. If you do, we're gonna have some questions after
I
this.
don't.
well, okay. The image that pops up is not the definition
Oh,
that
okay.
it is.
although if
I
it
wanna
makes
see
you
what
feel
this
any
image is
better,
then.
the first thing it pulls up is Bible.com. If it makes you
course.
feel better, but that's not even close.
Close
to
to
what
what
say,
the meaning is.
How
Bible.
that's not what mine pulls up as first. But anyway,
Oh, Bing.
Because he uses Bing.
Well, it's
Oh.
the default.
that fair enough.
You can change that.
Anyways, So, what is bibble? Think it's a very Aaron-esque word.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Bibble.
It's
Intransitive to tipple.
Tip.
yeah,
What?
to tipple.
What? I don't know.
Just take a guess.
Biddle.
It almost seems like it could be spelled Bibel.
Yeah, I know. But
Bidbell.
That would be Bible.
anyways, Mr. Johnson.
I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my mind was a special Bible for people like me that need help understanding.
Let's give him another.
So, bibble is to drink often, to eat or drink noisily,
Oh no!
but to drink often.
yeah, okay. Well, I'm drinking right now.
And it doesn't necessarily always mean alcohol.
No. I just like drinking. a lot
So
in general.
the definitions can be to drink of or from, to drink often. It can also mean to sip. And the verb form of it is to eat and or drink noisily.
Bibble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bibble at the bubbler.
So what he was doing before, he was bibbling as he was finishing that Sprite.
Yeah.
Bibbling and dribbling and
Tibbling.
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 I want to see what the heck this picture is.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's like some weird like fairy thing.
What the heck? Oh, what the
It looks like I don't-
Bibble being iconic for 1 minute and 21 seconds.
Yeah, that's not.
What?
God me.
So apparently that looks like it's from a Barbie movie. So
Ew.
there you go.
That's horrifying.
Speaking of Barbies,
I'm a Barbie girl.
really?
That
You're gonna
was-
get this?
Hey, you started singing a song last time.
And I cut it out.
Oh, why would you do that?
So no copyright
I don't
strikes.
have any other music going on.
Yeah, I know, but really?
But no, what about Barbie? What about Barbie?
Why do we have Amy on today?
Because she's a Barbie?
What?
No.
No.
That's
Amy's not a Barbie.
No.
No.
Be careful, Josh, of what you say here. You may or may not get slapped from her.
Oh, she is a Barbie.
just
Well, when you say it that way.
And I'm a Ken.
Oh,
no.
no.
Even Amy's
Even
like,
Amy disagreed.
Even Amy's like, no,
I mean,
no.
he used to be a solid Ken.
I'm a Ken with a dad gut.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what I heard just now? I'm tempted to reach over and slap him.
Lip smack.
Lip smack.
What?
That was me, though. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I will channel my inner rage later.
Good thing we weren't at the campsite.
What?
Paul could have his hands on a frying pan.
Oh, or a hot.
Iron.
What says I can't go get one right now?
Well, if there's a fire and then you got the little marshmallow stings and skewer.
You know, the ones that my family has.
Can I skewer it all the way through?
I don't know. I'm not going to
I'll make sure he only sees the one that I have. Because the one that I have, the skewers go back so you can't stab somebody.
Well, then he'll go around you and then it'll go,
Yeah.
Like a fish hook.
Oh, just come here and. Oh.
I run by you.
Yay. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
So there's always ways
But-
to improvise around things, Mr. Brewer.
Yes. When there's a will, there's a way.
I love the hole in your shirt, by the way.
Thanks, I'll make it bigger.
You know, it'd be interesting.
Under your pit.
Oh,
It'd be interesting. It actually. Well, what is it? What's that one movie where
yes.
you got Adam Sandler,
Cool.
you have Chris Rock, you have
Grown-ups?
yes. Is that the one where they shoot the bow and arrow up in the air and they run?
Well,
was
no,
like-
they don't run. You see who stands there
And the last
The
person
longest.
to leave.
is the winner.
Yeah, but everybody just pretty much like books it except one guy. I was gonna say what we could do is we could give Paul my bow and just have you start running. That'd be quite entertaining.
You're gonna
Why?
shoot at me?
Why him? It's your bow. It
You're-
needs to go at you.
Yeah, and you're more athletic than I am. You have a better chance of not getting hit. I'm a bigger target.
And if you-
Let's be honest.
And if you
here.
get hit, you have a better chance of healing.
yes,
Okay.
because your bow won't hurt.
No offense, but Aaron's got a little bit more armor on him than me.
Yeah, I got. I've got more area that won't get hurt necessarily.
On the bright side, you could,
I
cut some of it off.
was thinking about that. Get some good old lipo going on up in here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do that right now. Hey, you got a knife? We'll just stick a vacuum in his stomach.
Okay, stop.
That's what they do.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's what they do in a nice controlled, sterile environment.
This is not
Who needs sterile
Yeah,
these days?
Dude, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly.
All right, let me inject some cyanide in you.
All right,
Ooh,
let's
we could
go.
put some bleach in there as well.
Oh.
What? Oh,
Oh no.
so there are crazy people who
Yeah.
believe that drinking bleach will help them get better,
From what?
and
I
they
mean-
and they give it to their kids even too.
Oh my gosh. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
it could make you better by killing you.
Again, it's the whole natural remedy people.
Is bleach even natural?
I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't think so. Dude, it's all about weed. That's natural. Okay.
There's, speaking of people who believe that,
Believe
the movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where the dad believes Windex fixes everything.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Got a
that.
zit on my face. Here you go.
Shine that puppy right up.
It's in the Mexican culture. It is Vapor Rub, Vicks Vapor Rub instead of
Vicks.
Windex.
Well, I'd probably rather use Vicks than Windex.
So if you've ever seen like I forget the name of the show. It's on Netflix. Well, One Day at a Time. Anytime something goes wrong, the mother goes, "Have you tried the Vicks Vapor? Have you tried the Vicks Vapor? Mother, I'm dying. You haven't used
Vicks.
enough Vicks Vapor."
Vicks.
Goes to the Catholic priest. Your daughter is depressed. Have you tried the Vapor?
I'll have to give that a shot next time.
Yeah, you do that because that's going to do nothing. But anyways,
We'll do something if you're sick. You go to the store and you get those 1,000 milligram packets of vitamin C and pop 3 to 4 of those puppies in one day. Oh,
You'll feel better then.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it helps, but you'll just urinate out the excess.
Yeah. So as long as
So
you're pissing
keep
and you keep
drinking
slamming it, you're
more.
good.
Well, because vitamin C is one of those that's water soluble. There's others that are fat soluble, and if you take too much, then you'll actually could poison yourself because they never leave your system.
So, dude.
Just be
All
careful
right,
what
all
you put
right,
it
all
in
right.
because it's orange and it will stain.
Okay. I
Stain my shake cup. Anyways, back to it.
congratulations that you stained your shake cup.
It's
Amy?
sad. Now it looks dirty all the time.
Amy, you have a wonderful future ahead of you.
I do.
It's all right. I'll be a part of it
Of
too.
random
Oh.
Because
tangents.
Once you're with him, I'm here anyway.
Exactly.
So
It's a 2-for-1 deal.
So, like, Amy, when you walk down the aisle, you have to walk to both Josh and Aaron sitting at the aisle.
I wouldn't be surprised. That can be arranged. Gonna back up at the altar. No.
Aaron is the backup. So
You know what'd be really interesting?
What?
Get Russ's reaction.
Who's Russ? Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Ross?
Ross.
Oh,
I always say
gosh.
Russ.
Or is it Russ?
Or is it Russ?
Shoot, is it
I
Ross
think it's
or
Russ.
Yeah.
anyways, go on.
Get his reaction.
Yeah.
Amy's in the middle. We both walk up.
Wait, are you gonna have him do it? Yeah, you are.
His thought.
Dude, no, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Why can't you marry us?
What? No, Max could.
Ah, you can do
Minister
exactly what
Max.
Max. You can do exactly what Max did.
I don't want to do that.
Oh.
What did Max do?
Some online thing.
Yeah, you see, dude.
forget what church it's a weird church.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah, so.
back to the conversation that I
Wait.
was trying to transition to, but
Wait,
we
what conversation are
we
we
got
having?
lost in the weeds along the way. Barbie.
Wait.
Barbie.
Weed?
No. Yeah, we're talking about weed today.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Family Video sells CBD now.
Yeah, it's not weed, though. But,
Eh.
anywho. So, for the topic.
I'm going back to toy. I'm having Toy Story flashbacks right now.
Toy Story
Oh,
flashback.
You Toy Story? Remember
Toy
I-
Story.
I was talking about
No,
the Gatorade. Yeah.
Gatorade.
Shush.
Toy Story? What?
Yeah.
I mean Buzz Lightyear.
Oh my gosh. See, now you brought it.
Amy, extend your left arm out and flap. And make it hard. This is practice for what you're going to have to do for the rest of your life.
So
Now she'll just make me sleep in the doghouse.
You don't already?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I love her response. Not yet.
help me.
Yeah, no. What was it? We were on the cruise and she was like, I'm going to make you sleep in the doghouse. I'm like, what? What?
Amy, I knew there's a reason we liked you.
There should be no.
Anyways, we asked Amy to cut. What is going on over here?
Oh no.
I look over and I see Aaron rolling his bottle of soda across his chest, leaving wet marks all over his shirt.
It was needed to dry off.
Everybody has a short attention span tonight.
Wow.
This is quite entertaining.
Yeah, this is going to make my life just, so fun.
This is fun.
Anyway, we asked Amy to be on here because me and Aaron were going through the list of topics for most of the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And this topic kind of came up, and we're like, you know what? This topic, it'd be great to have
a lady on.
Let's ask Amy, because Amy's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
And also, she's kind of, pretty much related now to one of the co-hosts. We might as well just say they're related at this point. They're blood, they're family for the most part, even though they're not married yet. But they're on the way there. And so we're just like, let's bring Amy on and let's have this conversation. And it's timely because it's summertime.
Summer.
And Josh
Time
is looking
to
around
show
like,
off the summer
what's
bod.
going on?
I blinked out there for a second. Keep talking. I'll catch up.
You blinked out for a second. Great.
We're talking about summer bodies, Josh.
So, yeah. Well, not just that. We're
Showing them off or not.
Wait,
Well, it comes into play. Yes.
Yeah, that does.
So,
showing off summer bodies?
okay. Okay. Let me phrase this in a way that is simple here, Josh. Okay. So that way you don't get confused and anyone listening doesn't get confused. The conversation topic is around purity. Okay. Now, that being said, part of the conversation that me and Aaron had while we were coming up with the list was, and I hate that this is still a thing that I hear, is that there are people who go, well, it's all the girls' fault. They need to dress modestly. And they don't even address from the other side of, it's the guy's fault too for hello and staring and processing and thinking unpure thoughts. So that's why I was like, well, let's have Amy around because I'm sure she's had.
Amy's got a good take on it that I actually really appreciate. So.
Oh,
Get ready to share it.
Amy, you've just been outed by your fiance.
That's one of the reasons why I like her. She's like, wait, what is this?
So, Amy, do you have a position on this that you want to kick us off with?
Does she wants to? She's all giddy and excited.
I'm not prepared.
Okay, well, we can start talking.
We could start,
and then
you
you
could
fill in whenever you want.
Okay. I feel like I'm not rehearsed. Okay.
Well, none of this is rehearsed.
No, yeah.
I know,
is
but I
all-
feel like I need to be prepared.
Well,
Be prepared,
sit there and meditate and get in your zone. Be like,
Zen.
I must enter the complaining zone. Anyways,
I mean, it's okay as long as you can look as much as you want, as long as you don't touch, right?
wow, no.
See, I was actually,
Oh my goodness.
I was actually about to throw you under the bus and be like, you see, the guys really need to get their act together, but Aaron doesn't think that at all, and you just totally just went, woo!
I was just quoting someone that I used to work with years ago, who said that about one of my friends that had visited the store or the place I worked at, and he was just like I can look, I just can't touch, right? I'm just like, no. I was like, that's not okay.
Because then the next question is, how long can you hold yourself from touching if you're always looking?
For me, forever.
Bet you. Aaron,
Oh my
you're not
gosh.
supposed to answer that question.
that was what's called a rhetorical question.
Oh,
I can't remember what I said, but I was talking to my parents the other night, and I said, "No, this is not something I want you guys to respond to." And I say the question, and my mom immediately jumps to responding. I'm like,
Did you
No!
Did you not hear what I just said? That's funny.
So yeah, that's one of those weird. What?
This is, I guess, okay. I get the whole thing about. Okay, it is definitely on the dude's part more. I would say more so than the female's part.
Okay.
For this, it's definitely on the dude more.
Okay.
You think so?
Oh yes.
Yes and no, but continue.
Because I'm thinking, okay, obviously you'll be out in regular clothing in public, and I guess you can wear something that's a little, showy and exposing and stuff
Black
like
dress.
that. Shut up. I like that song.
Yes. Let's go with song.
Shut up.
Anyways, go on.
But okay. I don't know. I just thought about it. I was like, if you're in public and like, okay, let's say some girl has like a crop top, whatever, it's booty shorts. I don't know, but it shows a lot.
Okay.
What happens when you go to the beach? Are they supposed to be all covered up and like, oh, can't see anything? I mean, you could do a onesie or like a full suit thing, but
A onesie.
like, who does that? Shut up. Or what are those things called? It's like a single, like one.
Tankinis.
It's just
One
like a
piece suit?
one-piece suit.
Pretty
much.
That's probably a lot better than a onesie. Okay.
Go get your onesie on.
Yeah, let's go to the beach, guys.
And no, and exactly. If you go to the beach and that,
Yeah.
you're not going to want to go swimming in the water or the pool or wherever,
In regular clothing.
in jeans and
yeah.
a t-shirt because, well, that's just
So-
not practical.
No.
And I would also add to that, it's also a mindset thing too. If a girl's in a bikini at the beach, she's in the mindset of, oh, this is the level of clothing I'm going to wear in front of everybody. Whereas if
Yeah.
she suddenly lost her shirt and shorts, in the
public.
street, in the public, it's,
no.
it's a mindset thing at that
See,
point.
that's what I don't. I mean, I guess I do get that, but I don't.
And this is where
It's
I say it can be a challenge because the girls' society has painted it to be more of a physical and visual thing, where guys it's more mental when it comes to purity.
What?
So I'm watching her off the corner here.
What are you
So-
talking about?
Where I can say it's the guy's fault is because with us guys, I mean, let's face it, there's not much to us.
Yeah.
But for us, keeping our purity is all more on there is a physical aspect too, but it all starts with the mental portion.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Whereas girls, we blame the purity on them pretty much starting with the physical side, the visual side. Oh, they're showing too much, or it's really what it is. It's just showing too much, or the way that they're acting with what they're wearing. I mean, it's all more so physical than anything, visual more than anything else. And then there's also that intimacy point between the two sides too. But that's what I was saying. It's a little bit more difficult with the girls because girl can go to the beach in a bikini and it's okay. But if she's on the street in booty shorts and a tank, it's like, okay, she's trying to ask for
She's
something.
trying to show off a little bit.
So it's with girls, it's a mindset level. It's hard to balance because it's kind of like what society wants to see them and how they want to see them at certain points in time.
Okay.
Y'all are so confusing.
Okay. But if they're not walking around nude, that's still up to us at that point.
How to
as guys.
perceive. Yes.
Because, okay, we can be honest and, we see someone walking along the street and we're like, she's pretty. Now,
As Aaron says, she's pretty.
She's pretty.
right, but then do we continue and go, she's pretty? Let me continue to stare and get that in my mind.
See, now how long does it take
Okay.
to become creepy?
Amy,
Get
were you
those
gonna say
binoculars
something?
out. What are you looking at? The bug on the rock.
If you see him with binoculars, slap him.
She's about to get stung.
No.
Get that bee off.
No, I do think though, like there are different, choices of attire to wear at a beach.
Yeah.
You don't have to be going to a beach and pretty much a thong and a bra. Like
I'd
you
say.
can wear a little bit more than that. And also depends on who you're with. You see a lot of girls together and what are they
Yeah.
all wearing? They're all wearing bikinis. And what
Yeah.
do guys tend to do when they look at all girls? Hey, they're in bikinis.
Yep.
So I think it's a mindset too, but at the same time, I think it's, the girls are trying to fit in as well. So that kind of ties in with their purity because there's different standpoints and different viewpoints. Like, oh, it's my body. I can do what I want. It's the boys' fault if they, come on to me because I'm the girl and I can call whatever. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But I guess my question to you guys is like, what is your definition of purity? Like, from your standpoint.
She's jumping in the podcast head first. She's ready.
Good.
I'm just gonna curl up in a ball
Okay.
here.
I'm going to go last because I don't want to taint their.
No, but just so I see what you guys, from your standpoint of, is what purity is to you guys.
That's a good question.
Josh, you're first.
I'm usually first.
I
You
know.
go first.
Nope. I'm going to go
He's last.
Josh
as
first.
always.
Well, wow. Well, I don't want to taint Aaron specifically, his stuff that he says. I want him to say anything that he wants to say before I say anything.
For
So-
Amy's first podcast, I will have to say, she jumped right in like Paul, dude.
Wasn't
And
it the point?
That is
Yes.
the point.
Okay.
But for your first one, you just went, woo!
She's
See,
ripping it.
I had to ease these two in by going with the easy things, and now
You're just
they're getting a little bit
No,
better.
I'm into this. Like, I want to hear what you guys have to say.
you're diving.
Josh, you're up first, man.
Definition of
I
purity.
don't even know what purity is.
Google.
Or
Here I come.
in Josh's case, Bing.
Yeah, we can bing.
Anyways,
Um,
come back.
it's
We're talking about a topic. We're not even sure the definition.
Yeah.
well,
It's a tough one. I'll give that to you.
I was just getting rehearsed on it. I mean, what?
Nothing. I was reacting to him, not to you.
Oh.
So, anyways.
Because I actually
It's-
Googled it.
I mean, it all comes down to my definition of purity is going to be coming more from the heart. What is the message you're trying to get across, or what is the message you are trying to allow yourself to receive? So, in a girl sense, if she's deciding to walk around trying to show as much skin as possible, is she trying to do it to feel comfortable about herself, or is she trying to do it to
Talk about yourself in this case. 'cause
Yeah.
we want to hear your definition of purity.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Well, because you're saying in the girl sense. That's what I was
Well, and I was going to do it in the guy sense.
like. Okay.
Okay, we'll go to the guy sense.
Oh,
Let,
go to the guy sense.
let Amy cover the girl
Amy's-
sense.
Okay, all right. I'm
woman.
sorry.
She can talk about woman stuff.
Okay, so for a guy senses, what parts of the body do you allow yourself to look at? You got to understand how your brain works. Because some guys can look at a girl, not think of anything lustful, and some guys look at a girl, and the first thing that pops in their head is what they can do to them. And so, what I was saying is purity is what you allow yourself to think and how you allow yourself to be shown is gosh dang, I just blacked out. Wow.
It's like your shirt.
Yes. But it's really it's a mind thing. I mean, guys aren't the ones that are sitting there running around. Now, granted, guy takes off his shirt, 6-pack pecs, V-line. All right, girls are gonna go, oh. But I mean, it's
Not all of them. Hey, man, the dad
I'm sorry,
bod's
I don't
coming
know
in
how you're gonna
style,
react when I
okay?
take my shirt off. It's okay.
Well, you're fine right now because dad bod's in style.
Yes, I am. And Uncle Bod is not quite.
Kidding. Anyways, continue on.
I mean, I'll be honest. At one point in my life, I was forcing myself to only look at the faces of girls. If there was a girl passing by, I would always make sure that my eyes would not go below the neck because thoughts would come to my head that I would not want coming to my head. And I work with some guys who they'll sit there and come up and they're like, "Hey, would you would you do her? Or what do you think about her?" And I'm like, "Dude, really? You have a girlfriend, don't you?"
Or a wife.
And it's just it amazes me how some guys, when they're even their coworkers, they're just obsessed with the impure sexual thoughts around these people. And these are people that aren't even, wearing anything, tight or a lot of flesh, and their minds are already there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's gonna come from the heart, because if you're not taught a good way to look and a good way to respect something, you're not gonna do it. It's more of a taught thing than anything. I mean, growing up in the church, I've seen things in how the Bible and what the Word says contradicts to how society lives, and I can see, and this is all sorts of things. I can see where the Bible puts these boundaries and these guidelines for a certain reason, and it's like your parents say, "Aaron, don't do this." They're not saying don't do it because they don't want you to have fun. They're saying don't do something because they know that there's going to be a consequence that's going to come out of it. They don't want to see you fall into it.
Yep.
And that's what the Bible does. And, when you're in a relationship, the one thing you want to do is make sure that, your heart is completely set on the other person. And even when you're not in a relationship, you should be striving for that to help prepare for when you are in a relationship.
If you are.
If what? If you are in a relationship?
Or not. Well, I mean, if you get the chance to be.
Yes. So trying to make sure that your thoughts and your actions. I mean, there is nothing wrong with looking at a girl or a guy and going, they're attractive. We're humans. We're designed to appreciate the anatomy of other humans. We're designed to be sexual creatures in a covenant, though. So that's where it's like kind of more on your own person than anything else is what is the message you're trying to get across, or how are you trying to perceive something, and what's the limit you let you go? And that's where you gotta learn more about how your mind thinks, and just kind of sit back and just kind of examine. Do I look at Aaron and do I get all bubbly or something? Should I not look at Aaron? Should I not go to the beach? Will me going to the beach cause me to have impure thoughts happen? Should I put certain things on my phone or my device so that I if I am tempted, I can't get there? Or as in a sense, for those of you guys who don't know, I don't know if we mentioned it, but me, Paul, and Aaron, we have an accountability setup so that, and Amy has access. She can see pretty much anything I look up on my phone, on the internet, or there's a few other apps there too that she can kind of see what I look at. And even if it's something I don't directly look at and it's something that pops up on the page, she can see that too. Or Paul and Aaron have the same thing, and I can definitely look at the guys that Aaron looks at on his phone.
What?
Wow.
I'm kidding.
I was gonna ask you guys if you guys got any alerts yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've gotten
on
like
my
2.
side?
Yeah, I got like 2 or 3. From your weekly report, it says, "Hey," and what I did is there was one app that I had, and it was Flipboard Briefing, and I took it off. And since it's been off, I haven't had anything, so I put it back on, and I'm seeing if it's picking up certain things, because it's just a news feed of a bunch of stuff, and I'm picking up to see if it's gonna set it off.
It tells you right in there what picks up.
I
didn't see that.
Going on Instagram, I got one of those stupid messages, or like a message that you can accept or decline. So like as I open up the notification for the Instagram, it came up in like a chat window thing. And I was like, nope. I was like, no, I don't want it. And I was like, I wonder if Paul and Josh get.
Nope. The only thing that's come up from you is from July 1st. It was wasn't a this is a warning. It was hey, you might want to check on this thing. It was from Facebook. You shared a link.
That's usually what it is. It just says, hey, take a look. It doesn't pinpoint anything.
Right. Because
unlike
the reason is the domain it came from was that domain that it came from sometimes has adult themes or lingerie bikini on that site. This particular post didn't, according to the screenshot, but
that's creepy.
They sometimes can do that, and that's why it was like, hey, just FYI, take a look. But anyways, back to Josh.
Yes.
No, that was kind of it.
Okay.
I mean, besides being to me, growing up, it's the household, my family. They didn't take it to where, you're gonna lose, you gotta lose your virginity right away, or go out there and get as many girls. I didn't grow up in a household like that, and I know there are plenty of kids out there that grow up in households like that.
Oh yeah.
To where the guy isn't a man until he loses his virginity, and same with the girl.
I remember that.
And I got coworkers who believe in that concept too. But I mean, it's I've struggled with pornography in the past. It's a very common thing. It's a very common thing. What was it? There was a poll done, and a little bit more than 50.
It's like 55% of Christian men.
Well, I was going to say there was something about there's about 50% of households in the United States say that there is a pornography issue within the household.
Yeah, but they said
so it's a very common thing, and like Paul said, like 55% of Christian men struggle with it.
Yeah.
And it's not, and there's nothing wrong with sexual desire. There is nothing wrong with it at all. It's a God-given thing. Some people have it stronger than others, and that's not a sin. Sexual desire is not a sin. It's how you control it, and it's how you let it manifest itself. And from being back then to a girl walks down the street and thoughts coming in my head, I actually got irritated and tired of my mind thinking like that, because you do program your mind with it. You do. Your mind becomes programmed to think and operate a certain way once you acclimate it to a tradition, in a sense. It becomes an addiction, and not an addiction in a sense you're hooked to it, but an addiction in a sense that it's become a pattern cycle, and your brain just automatically goes there. It's just weaker, and it just jumps to it. And I like being able to look at people on the street. I like not having thoughts come to my head. I like just being able to, just go places.
yeah.
Go to the beach and not go, ooh, Well, I mean, I got only one person. No.
Good answer.
Yeah. Good answer. Smart answer. Anyways, okay. Mr. Johnson, now that you're taking a swig of your Sprite, or a bibble of your Sprite.
Yeah. That's why I do know I bibble.
You bibble. What's your definition?
Well,
you definitely do not have to go as long as Josh
I'm not
did.
going to. Sorry.
Neither am I, so don't worry about that. Go on.
What?
What's your definition?
It's going to go as long as mine, Paul.
No, it's not.
He's not going to speak half the time.
I'm going to say one thing and be like, all right, that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
No,
Take 5. Take 6.
What? Stop saying all my takes are so bad. Okay, I get it. Oh no.
Take 7.
Okay.
No, but I guess it's purity. Oh man.
And you can't go purity is purity.
Purity is pure, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Anyways, go on.
It's now I'm overthinking stuff.
Okay, let me bring it back a second.
Okay.
How do you define it for Aaron Johnson?
For Aaron Johnson.
Yeah. What does purity
It's
look
not-
like for you? Let's bring it back to that.
Yeah. Man. Well, not, I guess, what's the word? Contaminating. Well, not contaminating my mind with things that are, I don't know. Well, I guess, sexual, I guess in the wrong way.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I can't do anything because I'm married. I'm not married. I know.
You didn't know you're not married?
No, I'm not married,
Oh.
so I can't do any of that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because that would be impure. of
You
me
could,
to do.
but
well,
yes.
yeah.
Well,
So,
no,
I
he's
mean-
saying to stay pure.
Yeah.
Can't.
So, I mean,
Right.
keeping myself from, I guess if you, for the whole sexual side of things, or just, I guess, what is it, imagery and stuff like that, or, if you're out in public and you do see someone that's, pretty attractive, it's like, okay, don't stare and then let your mind go somewhere where you think of impure thoughts of, or like what, when you're saying, what you could do or what you could do with someone or that person. But
And
then
just so
there's
you
me
guys,
that's just too afraid to talk to anybody anyways.
well, I say that lust is what you can take
Yeah.
instead of give. That's pretty much the definition of love.
Right.
So,
So,
Yeah.
okay. Anything
Well, that's
else?
love, not purity.
Yeah. Anyways, anything else, Mr. Johnson?
I don't know. I can't.
Amy, does his definition
No,
answer any of
not
your
really.
answer your questions sufficiently?
Can you
No.
summarize it in 20 words?
What's 20 words?
20 words or
let's play
less?
20 questions.
No. I'm not going to ask you if Josh's answer was sufficient, because if not, you can deal with him later.
Yeah, she can give me the ring back, I guess.
No, I mean, I guess for me, purity is, I mean, it's just not allowing yourself to go beyond I don't know, to either think of somebody or look at somebody beyond the point where it becomes, I don't know, just lustful or, gosh, I want to say thinking impurely, but it's just like, well, that's
okay.
Son of a gun.
I have a question for you.
Oh, no, I don't want to answer.
Haha, you got a question.
Oh, no, this question's for you too.
Crap.
That's right.
No,
yeah, what's your question?
Okay. Both of you are coming at this from like the single person or engaged person perspective.
This is true. What about marriage?
What about if you're married? Can you, and this is going to sound weird, this question, can you lust after your significant other, your partner, and that still be right?
Would that be
here's why I asked this, because in college, we had this debate in the dorms, actually, where, we had guys who were getting ready to get married and that, and they're like, well, when I'm married, they're like, well, I'm not going to have sex with my wife every day, but I can think about my wife and jerk off to my thoughts of my wife. I was like, that's weird.
I don't know.
I mean,
guess
if
that
she's,
depends on the couple.
I mean,
For Amy,
what
she's
if she's not around? What if you're on a business trip?
Really got
It's
you
better
turned
to,
on.
jerk off the thoughts of your wife.
So
than
that's the question then.
prostitute.
Is that lust still there? Is that appropriate when it's directed at your wife or your, or your significant other when you're married? Because by your definition, Josh, right? Lust, in this case, you're just taking. You're just using the image. You're not giving back to the relationship in any way.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I mean, I'm going to.
Nope.
You don't know what.
Nope. Go.
No, it's okay.
Go.
Are we looking at this from a Christian standpoint or from a standpoint
Any
of just
standpoint.
Yeah.
anybody
But
who's not a believer?
You
Well,
can
because
say both
I obviously
if you want.
us, it's going to be influenced by the Christian standpoint because that's where our worldview comes from.
Sure.
Obviously people who, and I went to a Christian college. So obviously people who aren't of that mindset are going to look at it and be like, whatever, who cares? Bring on the porn. That's what they're going to say.
Oh, yeah.
I
So,
wouldn't say that.
oh no.
But couples do that together.
Yeah. What was it?
kind of
What was it? I think.
And then is that moral? No, it's not. So.
No. I think they say that's actually worse.
What?
Well, to watch porn together as a couple.
I would say it's just worse to watch porn
In general.
Yeah. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation. Back to my question, unless you don't have an answer. I just was curious if either of you had an answer.
That is an interesting. It's. I think I've heard that question pop up before. It's. I think it kind of depends on the context. Because like I kind of said before, I don't know if you're going to edit it out because it was overlaid. If let's say you're on a business trip,
Okay.
people know when they start to feel it. When the hormones start coming in, people know. And it'll happen regardless if someone else is present or not.
Yeah.
You go a few days without having sex with your wife, there's a chance it could come to you. And if you're tempted, in a sense, jerking off to the thoughts of your wife, okay,
Yeah.
that's better than going to the web. Because you're still making sure that she is at the forefront of your brain in that position. So I wouldn't say that is lusting. That is, in a sense, more protecting.
Is it protecting?
No, protecting in a sense, making sure that your loyalty, that her is at the forefront of your brain versus someone else on a screen or someone else physically in the room.
Okay. So
that is
lust.
cheating.
The definition of lust is a very strong sexual desire.
Yeah, that's what I've pulled up.
Yep.
I mean,
But see,
that's
so-
like you do that all the time.
Well,
then you would say you do it all the time. But how pastors and stuff, I've heard them say it's as you take and not give.
right.
Because it's strong enough to where you're only selfish in that situation.
Right.
So can you? Yes, you
I
can.
think so.
Yes, because the relation.
Nothing.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
I think
Keep
so.
going. Yeah.
I think you can.
What?
What did Amy just say?
Keep going.
I'm sure you do. I'd say yes. She said I talk a lot, and that loves me.
Amy, have you ever listened to an episode before?
Not all the way through, not yet.
Because this is what
I listen to it daily. Like,
this is what we have to deal with every day.
no, it's a good thing, but
So
sometimes short and sweet is good too.
yeah.
I love you.
But see, that's why Paul edits it.
So you're
he
gonna
can
write.
make it short.
You're gonna write the vows for him, right?
No, he's gonna write it.
We're gonna be there for like half an hour. It's kind of like a.
Anyways, go on.
Yeah, I say you can definitely be selfish. You can be selfish in any relationship
Okay,
Oh yeah,
because
you can be
it
selfish in a way.
takes work. Sorry.
go on.
It takes work for us not to be selfish because our sinful nature, as Christians refer to it, is to be selfish. We don't want to
Yep.
give. We don't want to love. We don't want to sacrifice. We want to do all the opposite because we want to just care about ourselves. So, can you? Yes, I don't see why not.
Okay.
There's no difference between being single and going after someone versus being in a relationship and going after that person more than they want you to go after them.
I'm just looking at Amy's facial reactions over here
I mean, is it in
because I want to hear her opinion on this.
short and sweet in Christian view? Would it be better to have a selfish desire for your wife? Yes, because you're in a covenant at that point. But can it be too much? Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. We'll come
I'm
back
not
to
talking.
Amy's opinion on this, unless she wants to go now.
Oh, no, I was just thinking that there are different types of lust as well. It's not just lusting for your wife. Are you lusting for her to have something different? Are you lusting for her to, do something, be something different? Are you lusting about her body, how she acts? That's
That
a
is
whole
true.
nother story too.
Yep.
You can lust for somebody else. You can wish your wife was like that, but there's a point where you go too far and you're wishing to change her. So then you're manipulating, then there's a whole nother story.
Yep.
But that's kind of my take too, is like there's lusting and really loving your wife, and that's what God wants you to do. It's your God, then you, and your wife, or your husband, or whatever. But then there's a point where you can go too far, and then you're dominating too much. So that's, I guess, another story, another time for what a story, but yeah.
Yep. And in Josh's case, he's gonna lust for you to be like Aaron Moore.
I'm so sorry. At least
No.
standard real low.
Oh no, come on now.
Anyways,
No. That will never happen, honey.
Oh, say it almost happened once.
What?
Whoa.
whoa.
It wasn't me though.
Oh,
You
that
know-
one.
you know what I'm
Not now.
No, I know.
The truth comes out.
Ba, ba, ba.
I'm glad I got that reaction out of all of you. That's what I was looking for.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Aaron, back
I
to
have
you,
too
sir.
many stories.
I'm sure you do. So, do you have an opinion on that question before you continue on with your definition of purity?
That's right. We're still in the middle of his definition.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, frick. What? For the whole I don't know. Yeah, I guess having the thought of okay, it's your wife, cool, fine. Like I guess I get that,
Yeah.
but something just feels wrong about that to me still.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. But no, fair enough.
But then it's like it's unknown, so I mean it could be wrong, it might not be wrong. I don't know. I've
Okay.
never looked at
I guess, are you in a relationship of, life, or are you just in a relationship for sex?
Well,
What?
That's what it would come down to.
Well, okay.
Dude, well, I wouldn't say that.
Let's continue on here.
Okay. Sorry.
What am I continuing with?
Are you done with your definition of purity?
I'm done. I give up.
Let's
Okay.
hear Paul's.
Yeah, as I say, now I can talk on all this without
I'm
manipulating
interrupt.
the thing. You can interrupt. I just
Okay.
didn't want to manipulate your guys'
My
response
mindset.
at all. So my definition. What?
I had no idea any of this was going to come up. This is interesting.
Well, it's okay. So my
like
definition. I'll do both. So I'll handle the purity one and then the getting jerk off to your wife while you're married. My mother's gonna hear this and just she's gonna be like, "What?
What's going on?
Anyways, the first one, definition of purity. What that is me trying, and obviously I fail sometimes, and that's not I'm not going to go, oh, that's because I'm a guy that I fail. Trying to keep my mind focused on what it is. So like Aaron was saying, you could see someone be like, oh, like they're beautiful, but do I dwell on that? Do I be like, do I dwell on that and bring that, I guess you can say, into the brain where it's like, oh, I'm going to save that image for later, and use that and be like, they're nice, and just kind of sit there and let it. Purity is keeping that out of my head and not letting anything that is in there currently or allowing new stuff in to be the object of like my desires. It sounds very Vulcanist in that way. Vulcans from Star Trek, they try to suppress their emotions and everything. But it's, for me, again, keeping that desire down, realizing that that is not where it needs to be. My desire needs to be for God first. I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship. So therefore, guess what? I have to try to keep my brain from going down that route wherever it may lead, where that desire for sexual gratification may lead to porn or whatever. And that's where it is. And I know for me, it could be an image. It could be a person, that triggers that. And so it's that active, okay, yeah, they look nice. Okay, push away. Don't dwell and let that continue on.
The word that I tell people is admire. As soon as you stop admiring, you gotta look away.
You can admire a lot of things.
Well, because the definition of admire is regard an object, quality, or person with respect or warm approval.
Yeah, and
so you could skew that.
I say that could be very easily skewed, and I could easily manipulate that definition to fit anything.
Oh,
but
I understand.
I'm not going to do that right now.
But the word that I
anyways,
tell people.
I'm going to continue on here. As far as the other question, let's be realistic here. Okay,
great.
I hate this chair. That's first thing. Let's be realistic about. This is going to sound horrible, and I am sorry for the Peterson kids. Actually, if you have young kids, you may not want to listen to this episode, period.
You should probably put that at the beginning of this.
Yeah, I'm going to put that at the beginning of this. Anyways, let's be honest here. When guys jerk off, they don't usually focus on one image in their head, or at least I don't. It's hard.
Well, you just threw yourself under the bus.
I know. I threw myself under the bus. Hello, mother dearest.
Oh, you still do that childness.
That
child play.
That could have been taken very wrong.
Yeah.
You can clip that part out. You can definitely clip that out.
So, for me to believe that a guy could focus solely on just like their wife, that would be a lot of self-control.
I would disagree.
Okay.
For myself personally.
Yeah.
I would disagree.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
I do get that. For men in general.
For me specifically, and for a lot of the guys I know, okay, just look in this room the past hour, the amount of ADD that's gone on just while trying to talk. Okay?
What are you talking about?
Dude,
my Sprite's dried off.
Exactly. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The amount of ADD that's gone in this room in just the past hour trying to talk, when you're not exactly able to focus, let's say.
Oh, you can focus. Never mind. Okay, you know what?
I get where you're coming from. I do.
So that's why I'm saying, from my side, like if I ever got married or something like that, I would want to say, yeah, that'd be great. But I'd be like, I'm going to be honest. Guess where my mind's going to wander? It's going to wander wherever it wants to wander. And that's what, and at that point, it's wrong.
And
as soon as it goes off, that's
where it's wrong. And then the question is, do you want to flirt with being that close to that
no.
cliff point?
No,
don't want to play with fire.
I'm already done flirting with the wife if I'm married. No more flirting.
No more flirting.
I might flirt with her more, but that's it. Not flirting with any danger and stuff like that. So, anyways, those are my two definitions there to answer Amy's questions and my question that I interjected there.
I feel like it would be harder for a single man, well, obviously, to focus on one thing as opposed to a married man.
Well,
And this is where
Maybe.
I say you gotta.
Like
I was gonna say you gotta feel yourself out, but you gotta understand how your brain works. Because if you know that you can do that, then cool. But if you know you
But
can't,
I still feel weird about that. Like I feel like
Oh.
you're just doing that to get yourself off, and then you'll be fine.
well, maybe.
I
I
mean,
mean, and if it, and that's where
I
Paul
don't
does
like
bring
that.
up a valid
That's
point. If
where I
you
don't
can't
like
focus, you shouldn't even be doing that at all.
Well, I'm not focusing. I'm just saying. I mean,
he's saying it's
on your
selfish
wife,
to
but
get
it's
himself
just-
off
Yeah, it's like you're just
with his wife not present.
pleasuring yourself. I mean, I guess maybe that makes her happy that you're thinking about her. Okay, cool. But
Or, I don't know, focus and be like, okay, yeah, this sucks right now, but when I get home, that will be a happy reunion night.
And I do know that some
that's
people,
what I would rather
you know,
do. I
what-
would admit.
Well, yes, but all I'm saying,
This conversation went, whee!
It's just
what about
wild.
what about military families?
Well,
The husband or the
that's
wife
a-
might be
a
gone.
long
Well, what do
way.
you do then?
Well,
Because now some people, when they are tempted, they will call their significant other, and not
Say,
to,
why don't-
to
yeah.
get off, but just to
No,
talk
just
to
to
them
talk
to
to
get
them.
their mind off
Yeah.
of it, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there are people who do stuff over the phone.
Yeah.
So
you can say the words phone sex.
Yeah. Gets me through the.
I'm going to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this anyway, so
It's fine. Yeah, we're
everything's off.
so yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I guess. Yeah, I never thought about the whole military
And
being
that-
gone for long.
'Cause that's a long time without it.
would be
That's
that
so
is, and that
hard.
sucks. I'm not saying it's going to be easy at all.
No.
so that's also where it's like, what would you find acceptable at that
Acceptable,
point?
yeah.
And that is something that the two people would have to work out
As I
and
say,
understand.
as I say, you know what you
It's-
should do? Both of you as a couple talk about it, and if both of you are comfortable with it, then go for it. If one of the parties says, not so comfortable with this, then
Don't
guess what?
do it.
You
Don't do it.
you are no longer able to do that. Even if you're like, but I'm just thinking about her. But if she goes, no, do not, then
It's all you, BB.
anyways. Anyways, so that was those answers.
That was entertaining.
But you did say something. Are you done?
yeah,
he's
go on.
Okay.
I
You
said I
did
was
say something. And it's something that grinds my gears. Okay.
Oh.
But it's not something that you said that is against you. It's something you said that society says.
done. Okay, what grounds your gears?
yeah.
Because I want to hear what
I'm gonna
grinds
put a
your gears
name.
again.
I'm gonna put a name at the front of it.
Oh, no.
Is this a person whose name we are allowed to say?
Oh no, it's just generic name.
Okay.
Jimmy. Jimmy's a boy. It's okay. He's just a guy.
Okay.
He's just a guy.
It's expected of him.
Yeah. Always looking at that naughty magazine at the store. He's just a guy.
He's just a boy. Boys will be boys.
But yes, thank you. There's the actual terminology, the word I was looking for. Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Gah.
God.
Because it's like
No, that's
like I was saying, like I have coworkers at work that talk
Yeah.
about the girls at work. They're fully clothed.
Wow.
So even if you say it's the girl's fault, even if a girl's fully clothed, and this is, I'm not ripping on any nations or any religions, but I'm pretty sure in the Middle East where the girls are head to toe and covering, I'm pretty sure they get talked about.
Oh, of course they do.
So even if
What was that?
Amy doesn't feel good about that. Because
so even what are you going to say? Boys will be boys over there.
I mean, that's the term. But
So-
no, it's letting that be. It's letting that be tolerated is not okay.
Right.
And
should
that's-
not be
That's
tolerated.
what bugs me. And
Yeah.
I've known
So
someone who
Josh is definitely on the toxic masculinity bus.
no that's extremely toxic and all.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm
don't know
still
what
for
toxic
masculinity. I do think there needs to. Anyways, that's a different topic for another
Yep.
time.
Anyways.
But
are
I
you-
know somebody who you had to go to your school.
Okay.
Okay. For prom, you had to get your dress pre-approved by somebody.
Okay.
And the one person,
Oh.
I think you know the story. The one
Those
person
standards are low.
was denied a dress to wear because, let's just say, it outlined too much. But yet,
Okay.
someone else could wear the very similar dress
Okay.
and be okay because it didn't outline too much because the physiques were different between the two girls.
You just gotta get fitted in your dress properly.
Well, I don't know the full details of it, but it wasn't something you would look at and go, whoa, you shouldn't wear that. But this person's opinion thought it was too skimpy for prom.
Well, see, I was going to say the standards must be set pretty low because I remember seeing some people at prom, at least.
Oh no,
this chest was just like.
Oh, this isn't our prom. This is a different prom.
Oh, whose prom is this?
This is
Oh,
And we're coming back to our topic.
Yeah.
What
is there a point to this?
yes, sure.
we can't keep blaming it on the girls. And in that moment, it was being blamed on the girl because they were saying that the dress was going to make her cause guys to think certain things.
Okay.
So because it was a way of saying it was too much. So that's where I was getting at. The boys will be boys, I think is ridiculous because even if a girl is covered head to toe, guys are still going to think sexually about them. And you got to control that.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the girl wears.
I love Amy's phrasing. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. I need to get a recording of Amy saying that. Anyways, so Amy is here and she hasn't even talked a lot yet. So
yeah, she has.
Back to Amy.
I think also one thing that's important to think about is like when your kids are getting trained, when they're young, I don't know, boys will be boys type thing, like you said. But I think it's important like that parents or that figures in their life are pointing out to them like when something is wrong. Like maybe when they make a comment about somebody, they need to be told like, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that comment. Like I think there's a lack of parental figures in kids' life nowadays where, their parents are like, oh, just do whatever they want to do. And now it's passed down to their kids. So I feel like it's kind of generational in a way where, my mom says that guy's butt is cute. I don't know. And then, you got this kid going around saying, oh, she's cute, or like, I don't know how to put it, but like, I just feel like there's not enough parents, putting that importance of like, not just, putting, words on people, or I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know.
I know you're going with that.
So
not enough parents are being a parent to their kid.
No, there is that. Yeah.
Yep. So, okay. Did you have any further definition as well about purity beyond that, in addition to anything that we said, or
what are your thoughts?
Because I saw you taking notes over there.
I was just trying to think about what you guys are saying and kind of build off of that. But what comes to my mind is trying to be untainted and being set apart from the world. The world we live in is so tough to live in with, people saying you need to look like this, or guys, you need to be fit in, because they want you to look like that. But I think it's important, especially for younger girls, to find somebody they can be accountable with. Yeah. Guys.
What are you two doing?
It's so hard to have a serious conversation with you guys.
It's so unnerving to have this conversation while these two are like, I don't even know what.
Continue, honey.
It's hard to continue, and you guys are like, anyways, no. I just think it's important for them to have accountability partners when you're young. You need to have somebody on your side that's older, that's gone through that kind of stuff, especially like with our youth group. I think it's important for the guys to have somebody to go to talk about things like, hey, I've got this thought in my mind. What do I do? They need some guidance, and that's what's lacking in lives nowadays is there's no guidance.
I guess I wouldn't. There is that, but then there's also the guidance that's just wrong.
That's true too.
Yeah. And I think the one thing that the church can do is I've heard sexuality preached very little. And when I have heard it's preached in a very negative way. And I think it needs to be preached in a way of everybody has this. Everybody has the same desire. Everybody struggles with this in some form of way. Okay? It's okay. But let's help you understand it more. And instead, you hear the message preached of, that's wrong. You shouldn't think about that. You shouldn't look at that. Now, granted, you shouldn't. But if you're constantly giving a brick wall that looks really high to climb, and if you're struggling with something and you don't feel like you can come to anybody, that makes you definitely not think you can come to anybody. And that's where I think the church needs to be a little bit more, love the sinner, hate the sin. Help them understand that they can come to you about anything, but to help them know that you're there to help them get rid of whatever they're struggling with or whatever their thought is, or trying to protect them from going down that road without getting angry in the process. And that's where I think a lot of people will hide behind the phones. And kids won't come to parents and ask parents questions because what they can do, go straight to the internet.
Yeah, and that's easy.
And that's not a good way to do it because the internet, as we know, skews a lot of stuff.
But anyways, back to Amy.
Oh, no, I think that kind of covered what I was thinking about. Is just being set apart
Okay.
from other people until you guys have something else I can talk off of.
Poor Josh over there. I just wanted to make sure she had enough time to talk since she's in here special today.
Aw.
See?
Okay, so I guess a question that comes to my mind on a broader spectrum is like model shows. So let's take, can we talk about Victoria's Secret or no?
Oh,
Go for it.
Okay, Victoria's Secret and their model shows. I think that hits a girl in a different way too, is when they see all these models strutting down the aisles, just showing off their bodies and like almost not selling, but like that's their job. That's what they do. So I think that's another thing that girls struggle with too, when it comes to being pure. Yes.
Now you can answer this because you're a girl.
Whoa. Okay.
Why? I guess. What's the point in watching somebody walk down the runway? Like, well, what's the point for a company to advertise an undergarment that's under your clothes? What's the point in advertising it? I guess I don't. I mean,
well, okay.
Are there even like are there walks and
stuff for men for
is
boxers?
There is.
You haven't
Who watches
seen,
it?
You
I don't
seen
watch it.
Commercials on TV.
Apparently, Aaron watches it.
There are commercials.
No, he's talking about fashion shows where like the guy walks around in his boxers and then does a little twirl at the end and then walks back. I don't know if there are. But the point of a fashion show, Josh, is to show off their newest products or to show an up and coming designer or anything like that. Or a fundraiser.
This is where I just don't. It's undergarments. The only person who's going to see it is whoever that person decides to show it to,
or whoever they go to. If they go to a club, then somehow integrate it into their outfit.
Well, I'm talking about Victoria's Secret and bras and underwears and stuff like that.
Have you seen the TV ads where they just bring them up and they're like Victoria's Secret? I'm like, really?
I mean, I guess. You can see it on a mannequin. Why does it have to be on a person?
They're looking. They're trying to sell it. That's what I don't understand fashion shows either. But I also understand that we do a lot in our economies that we don't necessarily understand properly.
Clothes seem a little bit different because you can see, how these shoes go with these jeans and this shirt and jacket.
But anyways,
okay. But
anyways.
Do you? I guess my question is, if you're going to go to Victoria's Secret and shop for undergarments, do you use what they show on TV to help sway your purchase, or is your purchase decided on what is there in front of you?
Well, from my standpoint, because I have different viewpoints of other people, I'm going for what I want to get. If I think this is cute, I'm going to get it. Mm-hmm. My mindset is not going into there to get something that's going to get people to look at me.
No, but what I'm saying is, are you going in there because of something that you saw on the TV on this other girl and you think it's going to look cute on you? Or, just from a girl's perspective, I guess I don't know how they think with that because I definitely don't look at guys walking,
that's how advertisements work though.
Yeah.
Guys don't walk around in boxers normally.
Yeah, normally. Okay, I have a question for you, Josh. And I'm thinking on this here. And I'm trying to riff off of what Amy asked earlier. So you have these people who are doing these modeling of undergarments and that, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say Victoria's Secret, just for this case. Okay, we'll just say so that way we're consistent with whatever we're dealing with. Would you equate? And I just want to hear your thought on this. Would you equate a Victoria's Secret undergarment show, whatever they're called, at the same level of like people on the beach and bikinis and that, or pornography? Because there's a lot of guys who are, if they watch the Victoria's Secret thing, they're only watching it for, eye pleasure or eye candy, as you say.
I was going to say, I guess that would kind of be. My mindset with the question was is how it looks on that person. Because how it looks on that person is not how it's going to look on you. That's what I was getting at with that question.
Definitely not going to look the same way on you, sir.
I sure hope not.
On Aaron, maybe.
Yes.
Red ruby slippers.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, go on.
Insider.
Only if do people? I can't remember. Did we tell everybody about that?
Okay.
No, go on.
Okay.
Go on.
If I equate Victoria's Secret and my question, is that where are you getting it? If I put them on the same scale, or am I just saying how TV advertisements?
How would you look at
the Victoria's Secret undergarment fashion show where they're walking down on the catwalks in only their undergarments? Okay.
Yes.
Do you equate that with like people who are almost nude on the beach or pornography in a way? And I'm saying this because a lot of people, a lot of straight guys, will watch that for the eye candy. They're not watching, ooh, what am I going to get my wife this week? They're looking at it as the same way of someone walking by the street and be like, ooh, look at her.
Nice.
It's that mindset. It's a mindset. Now,
what
is a guy going to sit there and look? If a guy sat there and watched the Victoria's Secret, catwalk, and said, "Hey, honey, you should go to Victoria's Secret." Why? I saw this girl wearing this nice red bra. You should get it. That might come off wrong to the wife or the girlfriend or whatever. Why is he looking at other women and then saying what I should put on that they're wearing?
I mean, if you say it like that, yeah.
But how else do you say, like, hey, honey, I want you to go put, buy a red. Where'd you see it? Or how do you know they have one? Or which one? Then you're kind of stuck.
Well, I say, what if you were just walking by Victoria's Secret and you saw it on display? And like, oh, I feel like that would look cute on you.
Better hope that display is at the front of the store.
What if have you been in the Victoria's Secret before?
No.
Neither have I, but who knows if it's so bad in the
I've been at the entrance. Well, she's been in there.
Okay.
Well,
anyways, continue on.
No, I would have. I mean, it's a mindset thing too. I mean, if I'm sitting there and I'm watching TV and Victoria's Secret stuff pop up continuously throughout this 2-hour-long movie I'm watching.
I'm not talking about a movie. I'm talking about like the show. Their fashion show that they have.
Okay, fashion show?
Yes, where it's the fashion show for the
undergarments. And you're looking at it for eye candy?
Yep.
If you go to the beach, you're looking at women, just look at women in little next clothing versus porn.
Versus that.
I would have to say that is all on the same table.
Okay.
Because you are trying to please a thought in your brain of someone else.
Okay.
And you're not seeing them as a person at that point. You're seeing them as an object.
Okay. That was my question. That was my question.
All right. The shortest response ever.
It just took forever to get to that response.
How did my phone go on vibrate?
So, okay. Thank you. I'm just like, do. Anyways, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Let me ask this question because, so, and I've always heard it's different for women than men. And I don't know. I'm sure it's true in a lot of ways. But like it, like if you're at the beach and you see like a woman in a bikini, you're like, oh, they're hot. Let's say Josh was ripped.
Oh, I wish.
That's what I said. Let's say, he was back at his wrestling, physique.
Actually, freshman year, because I came out of soccer season into wrestling.
Okay.
That was the prime.
Let's say he was at his optimal physique, Amy. And you didn't know him at this point. And, he's on the beach and he just takes off his shirt and he sits there. Is that different for ladies than it is for guys? Because guys, we're very visual. We see that and we will process that very quickly versus explain. Give us some insight.
No, I think that from any girl, standpoint, they see somebody that catches their eye, then they're like, that's how Tinder is based usually, is photos.
Oh, yeah.
So you're looking through photos and you're on Tinder and like, oh, well, that guy's hot. So you swipe left or right. I don't know which way you swipe. But it's a lot of it, I think, is when girls see something that catches their eye. I think guys and girls think the same way almost, oh, he's cute. I wonder, dot. But I think when it comes to a guy being on the beach and a girl, girls, he catches their eyes. I think it is the same.
Okay.
I would have to say, I think it is.
I was just curious myself. I wanted your opinion on that.
No, because I've gone to before I had a boyfriend. You see guys like, oh, they're cute.
Yeah.
You don't even know the guy. You don't even know what they've done, their past, anything like that. But just from that, face value, like, oh, they're cute.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it's face value.
And again, you can always say like, oh, they're cute. They're hot. You don't have to sit there and go, oh. It's when you go to that stare and then I want to have children with them. That's when it goes a little on the crazy side. Anyways, you were raising your hand like this is school, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, gosh dang it. I was gonna ask. So how long is it? How long is too long to appreciate?
That's all based on you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good question actually. How long is too long to appreciate?
Yeah.
Or if you're appreciating so much that it burns that image into your head and it's for you to recall it later, that's too long.
Dwelling. That's the word that Paul used, is when you dwell on something too long.
Yeah.
I like staring at cars because
you can lust after cars.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah, there's people.
There are those weird people who get drunk and try to have sex with their cars.
Not you. I knew he was going there. So I was like, don't be blaming yourself for that.
I could see that as a Josh thing when if he ever gets drunk.
That's what
Boots. Steel-toed boots.
Thanks.
Anyway, go on, Josh. You
I
look
was
like
just
you're
gonna
about to
say, back when I had the Camaro, I was a little too into that car, but not to that point.
No, not to that point.
You were into it and that you enjoyed the car and you wanted to.
But I was obsessive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you found Amy to be obsessive about now. That's good. Instead of a car.
A Camaro.
Yeah.
But like, no, I mean, because I could look at a car and be like, wow, that's just a really pretty car. And like, look at it every now and again, but not be.
But are you lusting after that car?
No.
Okay.
But because can you do that with the person though, or is that just weird?
What? Just
like
stare at them forever?
Not just like.
That would be what's called creepy.
See, that's what I'm saying. That was
No, I'm going to say this. I've looked at people, and I've looked at people just because there's something different about them.
Yeah. See,
guys and girls, bad. and it's not like I'm staring at them to get a certain, or it's just like.
Okay, he's not asking if you're just looking at like Joe Schmo walking down the street.
There is that too. Though,
like if you see a guy acting weird on the street, and you're like just kind of looking like, what the heck? We're talking, Josh, more along the lines of if Aaron sees a girl at the beach that he's like, ooh, she's kind of cute.
She's pretty.
How long is too long for him to dwell and look at her? Is his question.
No, I guess I wouldn't say it's like not like you're not just sitting there staring the whole time, just like.
You could come back and
it's like.
But how much is too much? That's his question.
Are you able to walk away, Aaron?
What?
Are you able to walk? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
My question to you is, are you able to walk away and be okay with yourself not going back to her and taking another look? Can you walk away and continue on with your day?
So yeah, and then
that means
absolutely.
Are you taking a double take? Are you looking back at her and like, oh, what else? Like, oh, look at her butt, look at her boob. Like,
one more time.
Are you able to walk away and be okay with yourself and not have something eating away at you? I guess is kind of
if you do. But then how do you? I guess is that just a personal line for each individual person?
That is something that personally you would have to figure out, I would say.
You would have to figure it out for yourself.
It's different for everybody. Yeah.
Because there's no set standard of you may only stare at her for 2 seconds.
Right. There's no regulation.
Did I ever show? I'm sure you've seen it, but where it's like this dude or some student is in a classroom and it's like where it's, I don't know, it's in the future or whatever. And they're super, I don't know what the word is.
Is it
it's
called
that math class thing?
Yeah, and it's called education.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that show.
Looked at the girl, was looking at her for a couple seconds, and this dude's like, "Hey, stop! If you do that, if you look at him too long, you're considered such and such, which isn't a good thing."
Yeah,
which would not surprise me that happened in society.
Oh, of course not. It's gotta happen already if it's a thought.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, yeah, because I don't go in public to stare at people. That's just weird. But I was just wondering, I was like, how long would be too long?
Well,
just
you guys know we had a previous person at the church to where
Sure.
they couldn't watch certain movies because it had certain
Oh.
actors that would spark certain thoughts
Yeah.
and certain desires.
Yeah.
And so he would always stay clear of those movies with those actors in it because he knew that was the line that would have him want to cross over.
Yep.
So yeah, it's totally a personal thing. You know what causes you to cross.
Yep. So
okay.
if you just sit there and
Just freaking
And-
drool and just
that's a problem.
hubba.
Or
Yeah,
if you're sitting there
it is
staring to burn that image into your brain for, and then you walk immediately into the restroom or,
now
go home.
that's- oh,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. That's where it has definitely crossed that line.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just like, oh, you see them walk by and you're like, oh, they're cute. And you just continue on your way and there's no, like Amy was saying, there's no second thought about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's be honest here. Guys are, well, not even just guys.
She said it too.
Yeah, but I mean, most relationships are going to start because you think the other person's attractive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to be like, I have never met this person before and I think they are ugly. I
Oh,
will
that's
date
fine.
you.
I want to spark a conversation.
And
with you.
then
Yeah.
attraction doesn't also have to just mean physical either.
I know,
Well, no,
but,
it doesn't,
But,
but
a good,
I'm just saying.
a good
Yeah.
chunk of them are going to start that way. That's also kind of, I don't know, biological. That's kind of built into our system. We want to reproduce. We're going to reproduce with someone who is
We
gonna,
find attractive.
that we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be like, let me find the person that most disgusts me and makes me want to revolt and throw up in my mouth.
Let's go talk to them.
And what I find attractive, Aaron may not. And what Aaron finds attractive, all of us will kind of look at it and be like, oh my goodness.
We know what Aaron finds attractive.
Yeah, we do. But we don't need to go into that right now.
Stop.
But anyways, that video you were talking about,
Yes.
it's called Modern Education by Neil Kohatkar.
Wow.
It's 3 years old.
It's that old already?
Yeah, it is. So, but
okay. Now, I guess going back to the whole like dress thingy.
Yeah.
Well, not, but like, I guess dress code.
okay.
I mean, because so far it feels like it's mostly been talking about, how guys need to be obviously responsible with how far they let themselves go.
Okay.
But then also, I mean, I don't know, I guess Amy did touch on it at the beginning, especially with all the beach. Like, when you go to the beach and you wear attire for the beach, it's like, okay, now what do you allow yourself to wear? Like, are you wearing like string, bikini kind of stuff or whatever?
You're not
really
going to go
show
there
off.
and see people wearing like tutus and onesies.
No, yeah. Yeah. Well, I might wear a onesie at a beach. We'll see. Maybe one
You'll
day.
wear a romper.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
What happened to those? Those are, I mean, they're still popular, I feel like, with the females,
Yeah.
but not the dudes.
No, and I'm thankful for that.
Thankfully,
But
yeah.
anyways, go on.
But like, I mean, because I guess where do you draw the line on what you wear I guess, in public versus obviously like going to the beach or whatever?
And that's where I believe it's a heart thing with you. Are you going out there to be comfortable, to get a tan, or are you going out there to grab attention?
Okay.
Are you
so,
talking about? Okay.
So what if I'm comfortable
Wearing a string bikini?
wearing a man thong, going out in public, and I'm comfortable with that? Is that acceptable?
Isn't a man thong the same thing as a Speedo?
Roughly.
Roughly.
I mean, it's like those things that those bodybuilders use where it
You can also
covers the nuts, but then it's just a string to the butt.
yeah.
Paul, I hope I never see you in that. Because that will definitely burn an image in my head for the rest of my life.
Aw.
Yeah. I hope I
Same
never.
thing as you, Aaron.
I hope
yeah.
I never
Oh.
see myself in that. But I'm saying, when you're saying that, okay, when you're saying it that way, that's the limit. Then that puts the onus on whoever's going out as what they're comfortable with, because
And
you're
watch.
never gonna know what they're thinking. To be fair, there's a lot of people who would probably be, if they could get away with it would probably go around 100% nude.
There are nudist places.
Oh yeah. So
I do know
so
that
if
there
you're
are,
using that as the criteria, that shifts everything.
I do, and this is where it can be difficult because I do know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Get
But
ready to
one of the reasons why girls like picking out undergarments, whereas guys go in and go, "Oh, yep, that fits me," and buys it right off the shelf. Girls go there and they pick it because a cute undergarment could make or break their day.
Like their date?
Their day
just
helps them feel comfortable
So-
about themselves.
Makes
So
them feel good.
you could have a bad day because your undergarment's ugly, is what he said.
There are probably some girls like that. Yes.
So, I can see someone going, "Oh, I want to wear the string bikini because it makes me feel cute," or "I want to wear the man thong because it makes me feel sexy." You know.
I think it goes back to why are you wearing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Why are you wearing that? And Josh's, the way he defined it was, are they looking for attention?
Yeah.
Well, if you use that as the definition of why are you wearing that, then that leaves it up to the wearer, not the.
Obviously, the intention of going to the beach is you go to the beach,
Well,
you
I'm
play
not
the
talking about
sand.
the beach.
We're
just
talking
normal.
about
Just in general.
You're walking through the mall.
Walking times.
Walking through the mall.
Yeah, you're walking through the mall and you see me, Aaron, come up in man thongs.
Okay, that
This
is
is what I feel comfortable.
all right.
in,
So
okay?
either you're two college guys pranking everybody, or you're two college guys drunk,
Well,
or you're just messed up in the head because you won't really see that unless somebody's trying to get attention.
Hey,
At that point,
or
They
Oh,
do
they're
that in
asking
other parts
for-
of the world.
what about the man that played guitar in his underwear in New York?
Oh,
that
the-
was
the
There's
naked
people that play
attention.
butt naked.
the naked cowboy.
Yeah,
that's for attention.
Well, you never
That
know.
is for attention.
For his bachelor party, we may have to pick him up that way from wherever he's at.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, you have no idea what I
That's if we're even in charge of it.
Yeah.
But-
told Aaron. Skydiving is on the list.
Oh no, that terrifies me so much.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
That terrifies me
I'm
too.
gonna be the
Maybe
one
you
where it
shouldn't go,
goes
Aaron,
wrong.
because then I'll have my backup.
So if the parachute's cut, we know why.
Oh no! Sure, you want to go skydiving, Jeff?
I'll take this back.
Oh, this is where it goes.
No.
downhill.
The ring was a gift. You cannot take it back.
That's true.
The legal precedent states that she now owns the ring.
I could sell it on eBay.
Yep.
Which is just as bad as cutting the string.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But no, I mean, if somebody's walking through the mall in a string bikini or a man thong,
That's okay. It
That's-
doesn't have to be
that's-
that little. Of
well,
clothing.
that's out of context. Now, like I was saying before,
mhm.
with women, their physical makeup can make it difficult to determine what clothing attire is appropriate. I mean, and this is one of the reasons why I like Amy is because her attire that she wears,
Okay.
she doesn't. It shows she doesn't try to grab attention. No, I mean you're not going to see her there in a real low top showing a bunch of cleavage. She's not wearing she's not wearing booty shorts or anything like that. She's in sportswear. It's comfortable, makes her feel comfortable, but she's not trying to get anybody else's attention. So
See, but then that's that's where it goes
And
all back on the guy's side.
and yeah, so there's a big portion is the guy's side.
Yeah, that is probably the.
But
biggest
then at the
portion.
same time, there is the question of, do you really need to wear that?
Depending on what it is, yeah.
Like, what was it? At work, so I don't know how many of my work employees listen to this, but if they did, they know exactly who I'm talking about. She's very, very, very big. Okay.
Wow.
And
Josh, I don't think this is appropriate.
That's all right. Keep going.
I'm saying she can show a lot of. It's just natural, right?
Okay.
A lot of shirts that she wears really show a lot of cleavage, and she's the last stop for most of our customers, so she's our cashier.
Okay.
And She doesn't try to show it off. I mean, that's what she's told people. She doesn't try to show it off. But what she wears, it shows so much cleavage, you would think the opposite.
Right.
Okay.
And so one of the things they are doing is they're having everybody in the office switch over to full-blown uniforms. Just because of that. And that's where it can be difficult with your physical makeup, because if you have different body features that make it harder for you to wear certain types of clothing that someone else might be able to wear with no problem, then it becomes hard to draw a line like that. And that's where it has to be, on you.
Yeah.
And that's where it can be unfortunate for girls. They can get yelled at for wearing something that the girl next to her can wear, but it's all because of her physical makeup, and you can't control your physical. Well, you can
to a point.
You to a point, but no, that's where I come back to. It's difficult with the girl side, but it comes down to what is your intent and how do you let yourself perceive
Short
a
and sweet.
situation.
Yep.
So guys, it's mental, and girls, it's more a physical thing, visual.
So, wouldn't it still be semi-visual for men?
Well, no, how to keep their purity.
Oh.
Keeping their purity. Now, girls, it's a mental thing too.
Yeah.
But guys, a lot of it is mental and how we allow ourselves to think.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you allow yourself to think bad about a girl or impure about women, chances are you're looking for the late night hookups too. Now, if you're not allowing yourself to think impure thoughts about women, you're probably not looking for 2 a.m. hookups.
Oh, 2 a.m. specifically.
2 a.m.
Got it.
Wow.
So, isn't it?
So if he's ever out at 2 a.m., Amy, now you know why.
Better smack him.
Yeah.
But
Aaron's
probably at my
keeping me
house.
up.
Yeah, it's probably at my house. That's fine. Don't worry
Aaron's
about it.
keeping you up, really?
Oh, no.
I'm like, that's why
I
moved
didn't think about that.
I didn't either.
I went like this. I was like,
I
that went right over my head.
Yep, me
it
too.
went our swoosh.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say, my counterpoint to that,
Uh-oh.
and I agree with that mostly, but if you look at the statistics where, guys are looking at the girls or looking at porn and that, that's over 55% of even church men. I don't necessarily know they're looking for the hookups. I don't know if I'd go that far.
No, but what I was getting at, if
It goes hand in hand.
it goes hand in hand, yeah.
Well, I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but I'm saying the way you presented it made it look like they're all looking for the hookups. I was like, no, that's not necessarily the true thing. But anyways, so was there anything else that either one of you three wanted to add in? Say, any more questions, Amy? Any more comments? Yes. Yes. No. Maybe so. Josh, are you all talked out?
Let's do another one after
Don't
this.
give him that option.
No, I have to. After this, I need to go up to Life Fest.
Okay. Let's keep talking, Aaron.
You and
Yeah, you and me.
oh, not. I thought you meant after Paul left. I was like, we're just gonna start recording.
Let's keep Paul
another
here.
thing?
Let's keep him company.
No, I can leave my equipment here, and you guys can
We're just gonna
record.
chit chat.
You guys-
Chat.
I'm going to leave my equipment here anyways, up in the music room.
No,
that's
I gotta get food.
Oh,
Gotta eat some food, and then I gotta get back to packing up stuff.
You're not already packed.
Nope.
What's up with this?
Why would you assume that?
Why would you assume
I
that?
was
Because I would assume. Yeah, that I assumed
You
that's
know
what happened.
You know what assuming does.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to clean the camper,
Okay.
and then I got stuck at work later
Okay.
than I wanted to be stuck at work.
Okay. That,
No.
she's disputing your claims over there.
You're being figured out now.
Now we know that you're lying to us about being stuck at work.
Ba ba ba.
Anyways,
No, I got nothing.
you got nothing?
No, I'm just gonna be safe and not say anything.
Okay. Mr. Johnson,
What?
have you listened to anything from the Reapcast?
Okay. I was pulling up my Pocket Cast app
Yeah.
the other day, and I fell asleep as I was doing that.
So you didn't listen to
So
it?
I have not.
Okay.
But I was planning on doing that.
I'm
Well,
gonna guess
soon.
Mr. Brewer over here hasn't listened to anything from the Reapcast.
Because I want to, and I need to.
Him shaking his head, no, I'm guessing no.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Reapcast. I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to
His name is Clay.
Clay. I'm sorry.
It's Clay and his wife.
And wife of Clay. I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to it.
So he should be sending me over the commercial that we'll play for him shortly. He has ours.
Yeah.
So with his next episode, he'll have us on there. But yes, if you enjoy what we do, go over and check out the Reapcast. They can be found wherever you find your quality podcast in the world. Again, that's the Reapcast.
Yeah. That's it.
Really, Johnson? Yes, that's it.
Just gotta verify, you know.
Fair enough. If you want, actually, please leave us a review on iTunes, since that's really the only place where you can leave reviews at this time. Give us a rating if you choose. If you don't like us, share us with your enemy. If you like us, share us with a friend. If anything, just to make Amy happy over here. And Amy, thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
You'll be on more. Probably, yes.
Yeah, you're gonna be on more now.
Especially
after today.
Especially when we need a more female perspective on things, such as Josh's favorite topic. What's Josh's favorite topic he wants to talk about? Not sex ed. Oh. Because Josh wants to talk about abortion eventually.
So, gosh. No, I got people that probably want to sit in on that one too.
So that one will be an entertaining one.
I was saying the hard thing about that is there's so many different sides that have been set up for it,
and that's why we will need some female perspective on things. Anyways, all right, yeah. So we will catch you all next time. Me and Josh. By the time you hear this, we have already been up at Life Fest, so. Unfortunately, you won't be able to catch us up there if you're just now hearing this, but we'll have already been up there. And if you find Josh, I don't know, Amy, what should they do when they find Josh up there? If at Life Fest?
That's a good question.
Should they give him a hug? Should they pinch him? Should they give him a light little punch on the shoulder? What?
You know what they gotta do? They gotta do the thing where you follow behind him as he's walking, and then as his one foot goes up, you put your foot under it and lift it up for him. So you help him walk. It irritates him.
Good. Now I know what to do to Josh while I'm up there at Life Fest.
Well,
or step on his shoes before he picks it up.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah. Or walk right next to me and stick your leg out.
Try to trip me. Yeah,
that just continuously after I notice.
Yeah, that'd be good too, and I will endorse all of that.
Well, if you didn't see us and you saw somebody wearing one of the shirts, you saw us.
I was to say,
wow, yeah. If you guys actually wear your shirts,
I got mine packed.
If you're actually there,
yeah.
Hey, who said I had to be? I wore my shirt proudly at the August Spritz Rain concert. Nobody else did.
Well, Mr. Johnson, we'll see you Saturday up at Life Fest.
Possibly yes.
We will see you Saturday up at Life Fest.
Possibly, yes.
We will see you
Saturday. Possibly, yes.
Did you cancel your lesson with Ken?
Why would I do that?
What's Ken's number?
He doesn't have to get there till noon anyways. He's good.
Oh, yes. I don't have to get there till noon?
Well, the gates don't open till noon. Nothing starts till noon on Saturday.
Oh, I mean, I'd probably get there around like 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, you're still good. Anyways, we will catch you all later. And next week, what did we say about next? Oh, yeah, 4-year education. That's what we're going to do next week.
All right.
So, all right, we'll catch you all later and have a good week.
Bye.
Are you sure you don't want to say a longer bye, Josh?
Bye.
That's not even fly anymore.
You still got 15 seconds to go.
Bye.
She doesn't want to say goodbye. That was Amy.
That was Josh.
Bye.
Still Josh.